Hey, what's up everyone? It's Werehog DX here, and today I have a Q&A with Snipe TDR, the main head for Project Outcome, alongside Blue Star. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below what do you think. And yet again, big shout out to Snipe TDR and Blue Star. Thank you all for your time, and please enjoy the Q&A. Hey everybody, it's Werehog DX here, and today I'm with Snipe TDR. And please introduce yourself, Blue Star.
Hello, Blue Star. I'm a
And
caller.
Yeah.
And
Snipe TDR, please introduce yourself.
hello, I am Snipe TDR, the creator of Project Outcome and the was the owner of the Discord server. Hello, it's nice to meet everyone.
Yeah. And today we're going to be doing a Q&A for Project Outcome. And to start things off, I really want to say I'm impressed for everything you guys have done. Honestly, it's really good work as a fan, as you know, just a creator and everything. It's honestly something really appreciated throughout the community. And I'm happy for everything you guys done so far. So to start off with, the first question I'll probably have is, what inspired you to create Project Outcome?
So Project Outcome was originally going to be more of a private game for me and my friends. I was attempting to recreate it solo and with some other people just for the fun of it. It seemed like it would be cool to recreate, and 2 weeks ago, before Outcome had originally been canceled, I was deciding to see what I could do with it, and I was just toying around with systems, making it, and then I saw the OM had been deleted, and I thought to myself, two choices: I can either keep this private, but then I noticed there was another decision that came up to bring up the second choice, which was revivals were welcomed, and I noticed my work could not go to waste, and it was a perfect opportunity that presented itself. Therefore, the same day it got let's just say deleted, not game wise, but I guess more of the content wise.
Yeah.
I decided to just start it, and that is where the story of Project Outcome starts. More of just curiosity, and then it decided to evolve, and I decided to do it.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna say first of all that it's honestly a big thing that you lifted. It's something that everybody needed, and thanks to you, we are getting basically what we wanted from Outcome Memories. Everything that we're going to get is something that we were supposed to have, but you know, based on the game getting canceled, of course, couldn't. But actually, that is where my second question comes in. Who are all of the new arriving survivors and executioners?
So, as you guys could probably tell from the sneak peeks, currently we are planning for the newer content to be No More Innocence, and of course Fleetways and current OM, which is somewhat new content. And as for the survivor list, as discussed, 0.5 will include Team Dark entirely as original OM plan. As for 0.3, Sally will be on release. Their moveset will be discussed in private more, but they will definitely be playable. And therefore, the more on that is, right now, No More Innocence's planned moveset is what was planned in OM. And in the future, so as for now, Omega and Shadow will definitely be in private servers, and some maps you guys might remember. So that'll fill mostly the private server roster, and of course all the original private server characters, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So that would mean, would we get Legacy and Marn Furnace, or how would that work?
With permission, we could. Although if I am correct, I do not have permission to use Legacy Furnace for the most part.
Yeah.
As that is owned by Devilish Deeds, and also for Modern, I am unsure of permissions. I know that I was welcome to use the model, but I don't know if that revolves around the actual character's use.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
Yeah. So that definitely means that for the characters like Fleetway, Supersonic, and Shadow, the characters that are pretty bugged out right now, we will get a proper definitive version.
Yes.
That's
Shadow will
perfect.
definitely be getting his planned moveset, and also the reason you guys are seeing home attack is just a placeholder.
Yeah.
I wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, that's actually really good to hear, honestly. Good for confirmation. So, based on what you guys are planning, so what do you think? Should Oh, that was a good one. So, that was a really good one. But based on what you guys are planning, so would there be any characters that how we have no more innocence in Project Outcome? Would there be any other executioners in specific that are in plan, like how we had
Actually,
Sonic.EYX rewrite? Sorry, go on.
actually, yes. There's actually like two I'm
Yes.
trying to get. One we already have on confirmation. And Kario, if you would also want to show it later, we have plans for EYX. We have plans.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and since I'm
Zero
very
point
generous,
six, and we'll include probably 3 more executioners with 0.4. I want to try to get permission for OMT, but I would have to ask, and I don't know how that's gonna go, but we'll see.
OMT is actually really like demanded. Actually, I checked a comment on one of my videos today. A user did say that, oh yeah, I really want Sonic.OMT in one of these games. And yeah,
Actually, we do have an icon.
oh really? That sounds good. That sounds good. So, would you like to show it, or do you want to keep it a
Yes.
surprise?
Here you are.
Okay, I will show it in the video. I will do a good pop into it while making this video. So for now, the users, the viewers could see this right now on the screen. And oh, we're on Not Perfect. Speaking of that, so what's the decision for Not Perfect version 2? How is it going to work? How's it going to be different from the original Not Perfect?
So for Not Perfect V2, it is directly inspired by PR's video of what was shown for it. And therefore, we are trying to restore what was shown. Almost a one-to-one, but with our own twist sometimes on some parts.
Okay. So, based on the photos that we saw, I'm noticing one thing. This is for the stages and everything. I don't know if I'm just if I'm seeing things or it's just too noticeable. But are you guys adding more springs into the stages?
That the springs will have their respective spots, but there will definitely be a little bit less, but a decent amount of bumpers, but not too much. It'll be more of of an open, but also more of a compact type of area.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So, sorry, go on.
The void you won't fall into the void as much as you used to, but it'll definitely still have a part in it.
Okay, that sounds good. Because a common issue that I would have for outcome memories in general, all the stages in the game, is some stages could be very hard depending on the executioner. Like for Colossus, sometimes like a slow big guy that's like, you know, if you have a stage that's really big, then either one of two things: either you're really good with Colossus or just good luck that you would probably win. Because me personally, I'm not the best as an executioner, like as you can see right now. So I mean, I don't know. Is there going to be some proper fix to that? Like as in how you said, the
Yes.
stages possibly being a bit more denser.
Yeah, and more of a fix for it. Currently, we do plan on reworking Mystic Cave, and I believe we might do something to Angel Island in the future. We'll have to see. But there is also another map in the works, which I will not be leaking, but I will say it's going to be very open. But it'll have a mechanic that will be favor to the killer and also favor to the survivors.
Oh wow, that sounds really intriguing. So sorry, go on.
It'll definitely the new map will have, let's just say if we do remove rage, the new map will have more of a it will have its own mechanic to balance it out, if that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
going to be something that I've been planning, and also this goes for other maps. I do want to make sure it's very balanced, considering that is a huge issue in OM
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, because me personally, when I was actually playing Not Perfect, I mean, of course, as you saw, I'm pretty horrible as an executioner, but when playing Not Perfect with the Colossus one time, I had a full lobby. And the one issue is that such a big stage, you could fall off and you kind of lose your momentum if you get it. Like, it's like you fall off, then you respawn. And then what happens from there is if you do get someone, then either you're going to get jump scared Bagman and it's a whole get a load of this, or it's going to be like Blaze hitting you or Sonic hitting you. So from my understanding, you guys are prioritizing like that game fix, that like even if the executioner is getting bullied, there's kind of a way out, right?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Speaking more of getting a way out, actually, this could answer another question.
Yeah.
Colossus will be getting some changes.
Oh, so
His
for the
block
better or
can
worse?
now be used. Well, it's more of something to prevent and fit his role more. Prevent, as in like prevent stun chaining, but also fit his role and as more of a brute. He will now be able to block during stun to give the basically make survivors think twice, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, totally perfect. That's my first time seeing this.
Oh God.
It's somewhat a good map.
You're in for a surprise.
Oh, really? My first time seeing this. Let's see how it is. But what were we saying? So I based on the moveset, if I was not mistaken, 2011 is getting a moveset change, right?
Yes.
So 2011 is going to be getting the, what's it called? Is it the counter? Or
He will be getting a counter, and we are discussing keeping God's Trickery, but we had another idea in plan. Well, actually, one of my testers reached out to us. One of our testers actually reached out to us, and they said that they had an idea. What if Rage Mode had more of a more of a use? The more the meter fills up, the more abilities you unlock to like become like one extra ability that keeps leveling up. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. And I just got offed right away. Okay, that was totally perfect. But the best thing I could think, if you want to add an extra move, just scrap out God's Trickery and give God's Trickery as a move for Rage Mode. But yet again, if you do that, then it's like really broken. So
I had another idea in plan. This comes from me, and it takes a little bit of inspiration from the disaster. I was thinking decoys could be placed, and they can be teleported to, and act as more of a indicator.
that actually, that sounds good, because you have the whole decoy system with normal God's Trickery, right? So yeah, I mean, like how
they could roam.
Yeah, that's really good. And honestly, speaking of 2011X, is there any plan for Lord X?
Lord X, with proper permission, and I believe we have it. We can definitely give him a role.
He's pretty used from what I heard. But honestly, we do have permission regardless.
And I'd assume, we'll fit a spot in the future. I'd have to also keep in mind though that we probably should finish the current roster, but he's definitely if with proper permission, and I'd assume even if we do have it, he'll definitely be securing a spot. That
sounds good. My bad. Let me just try out the new shadow change. I actually want to see how it is, but because yet again, I'm just saying the fan requested that. I see a lot in my comments, like people want Lord X, they want OMT, and because Lord X's original moveset in the game was very similar to 2011X, but the big difference being, of course, a heavier hitter, I guess you could say.
He has like
Yeah.
a move. He has that one move right opens his mouth and just gets his skin out.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
true form, his well, you get true pick up his true form.
yeah,
That makes sense.
exactly. Yeah. So, hypothetically, if you have a character like Lord X or someone, the plan would be to follow the original game's plans for moveset, right? And maybe some changes
Yeah.
in there. Sounds good. Sounds good. Honestly, I'm yet again I will say that I'm really impressed. This is something that is a big round of applause. That this work that you guys are, this project, this work that you guys are doing, it's amazing, honestly. And on to another question that I actually have is, what would your guys' plan be if you have to change a character, as in replace?
If for replacements, we can easily cut them out. Like for for instance, we'll crop them out of the picture of the roster, and then we'll definitely figure out and discuss replacements. Of course, it
Yeah,
won't be the same character, but it'll definitely fill up a spot. And
yeah,
if we can't, we'll just probably get an original character for the time being.
yeah, makes sense, makes sense. So based on what I've been hearing, we are getting Tails doll as an executioner, correct?
Yes, to replace Tripwire.
Yeah, to replace Tripwire. So that is the one instance where you have replace. Um, but if you have a personal, and this is a question for each of you, if you have a personal character you want to add in the game, who would it be?
I'd say for the most part, it's probably just gonna be No More Innocence. But if I had to choose other than that,
Legs.
other than
UX,
that, I'd
yeah.
say Rewrite.
Rewrite. Honestly, Rewrite is a really cool character. Me personally, I would really love to see Lord X. Honestly, I feel like I won't take any Lord X slander, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, like honestly, a really cool character, a really in depth character. Like, because you have the whole 2011 into Lord X thing, and I just think that whole idea is really cool. It goes above and beyond a Sonic horror fan story, right? And
Right.
honestly, I really like
Yeah.
it. But yeah,
And another thing was, speaking of replacements, I also wanted to bring a similar concept to Faker, but
Yeah.
I was trying to see, and I don't know if I can still try, but I want to also get a character named Hedge and Hog.
Oh, I think I've might have seen. I can't really remember. Let me search up Hedge. Oh, yep. I've seen this character. I've seen this character. Yeah. It's honestly, I think Hedge would be a pretty good call. As well as another character I want to ask about. So, would you guys consider adding Faker and Beast like as separate characters or as like one character? Because some people they say as like in separate characters. You know, like that big, tall, lanky form of Faker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
oh, would you make that a separate character or like the same character? Like how would it work?
It would definitely be. Well, you're talking about Hedge and Hog, right? I
No.
think.
Sorry,
if-
go on.
Oh, sorry. I was also a little bit off track because I was also looking at selection.
Yeah, don't worry, all good, all good. I was talking about Faker, like EXE.
Yeah.
So what would the plan be for EXE if future consideration, hypothetically, like how'd it go?
Well,
But-
considering if we were to get somewhat permissions in the future, if we ever did, it would definitely be more of like you start off as EXE and before you become Faker, or actually more Faker, right? I was
Yeah.
thinking maybe at the start of the match, like you get 30 seconds, you're in the base form, and then all of a sudden you start transforming into
Yeah,
the other character, the tall. I think that's EXE. So I sometimes get them mixed around. But,
yeah.
I was thinking it would be more of like a mid-match event, and you'd gain more power.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or if it were to work like the rage meter, which I think would probably, because rage meter is of course a one-time thing, right? So if Rage Mirror, of course, you need people to hit you. So if that's the case, nobody's just gonna hit you. So yeah, a mid match event would honestly be the best course of action for something like that. And in like general, for like a question, if when it comes to survivors, because so far we've seen Vector is also going to be a survivor. So there's actually this one moveset thing going on with Vector I spoke about in my video, like based on the wiki's moveset. So Vector was supposed to have like a M1 attack. Would he have something like that or no?
He definitely would be getting like more of like a punch, but he also be more of like how TD was going to do it. More
Yeah.
he can buff survivors with an area, if that makes sense, with like a boom box. But I also want to make it to where he can charge like into Colossus.
Yeah. I honestly think Vector should be one of those characters that have like a really good counter against Colossus, right?
Yeah.
But
I might also give him maybe a block or something so that he can still stand a chance against the killer and protect his team.
yeah, definitely. And another big thing, because we're getting Team Dark and we're getting the Chaotix, is there any plan for somehow implementing some sort of team-based thing, you know, like if you have like a team move or something, anything like that, if it's possible?
As for that, maybe in the future we can make it to where if 3 people are the same, like part of the same character, like team,
Yeah.
maybe in the future we can make it to where it gives a buff to all the 3 of them.
The trio, like the 3 hedgehog trio, the trio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we could consider something similar to that, but when the time comes, I might consider doing something in a way to where it all 3 being apart causes like a buff.
Yeah, like similar to like if you have like if you guys ever played Marvel Ultimate Alliance or something, like how if you create the Marvel Knights or the Fantastic Four, then like you get like a big team buff. Like it doesn't even matter, they don't need to have like any sort of synergy, but like if you just have those specific characters, then you get a buff, right?
Yeah.
So
Like, speaking of that,
sorry, go on.
Speaking of that, I was also wanting to implement badges. This would probably be a good way to like we can team Sonic or Sonic Heroes, or if there's like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and we can also have it for Team Dark and stuff like that. More
Yeah.
badges to obtain.
Yeah,
And like other badges, like let's say you have like billion rings, that you could call a billionaire.
yeah. Like me personally, I feel like of course I'm no developer or anything, but like in my personal, like as a fan, I definitely think that there should be some sort of because we got voice actors and everything for Project Outcome, there should be some level of like custom dialogue, you know what I'm saying? Like if you I don't know how hard this would be, but like as an example, if you have Shadow was the last man standing and just survived against like 2011X, he has like a custom line that he would say to 2011X, right? Or something like if Sonic, or like just I think the prime example would be if you have you know the Sonic Dead or Alive is Mine, like how Metal Sonic would say that. If you have like something very custom that a character would say as the last man or as the victory screen or anything, you know? So would you guys
Speaking of victory screen,
yes, about the victory.
I'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it after this.
After this, yeah. So yeah, that's what I was saying, that if there was any sort of consideration in making a very specific dialogue thing where like one character would have a specific dialogue to the other.
I was thinking more on that, as there is an existing system in OM called Lyric System, which you, as you saw in Amy's LMS.
Yeah.
I hear your whispers through like those ones.
Yeah.
It would be decent to implement something similar to that, of that nature, as that could lead to more power in the LMS and make it more entertaining.
Yeah.
And maybe we can
sorry, go on.
put like events for that certain character, more of, like, let's say it was Shadow, as you were talking about. Maybe he does like a Chaos Snap
Yeah.
or chaos control or something to get more time away during like it's like a event in LMS, something to make them more entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. Like you have I suppose say the hype going on, you know. It's something that everybody, spectators, everybody is sitting in to watch and see what happens, and it's something that makes everybody hype. So sorry, I wanted to actually ask, like you were saying earlier, about the victory screens, right?
Yes, we do actually have some footage of some of the work we have somewhat completed. Actually, I could probably put them in here real quick. It's
Alright.
mainly they're a work in progress still, but I will say before the result screen, if you escape, it'll immediately show like the result screen, but it'll do like a single box. And I want that to, of course, do the escape, and then it'll transition to it.
Yeah. So sorry, go on.
Here is one in DMs.
Yeah.
This is, for example, Metal Sonic. It is a recreation of what was shown in the past. We also have some for Shadow and Knuckles. I don't know if the Shadow one was shown, but here you are.
Oh yeah, I've shown the Shadow one in my video I have, and yeah, the Melsonic one is my first time seeing this, and the Shadow one I have seen before, and yeah, it's I'm really hyped. It seems like based on the Melsonic one, it seems like this is somewhat inspired by those WIP victory screens, right? Like, I mean, I don't know if they've ever been in a game. They are. Okay. So, are you guys planning to get that music, the one that they usually put in those videos?
If with permission, we could, but if not, we will definitely probably make an original OST that still keeps the same vibe.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm gonna definitely say, you're gonna have me as the first guy hyping up here. Like if I get to see that Melsonic, like what I just saw was incredible. And if like you guys add that music, or if you guys, you know, make something around the lines, then definitely it feels so worth it to win. Honestly, you feel a bit rewarded seeing something like that.
Yes. Oh, I also want to show something as a surprise for the community. Since you did mention earlier about EYX, y'all deserve y'all and mostly you DX and everyone in the community deserve to see him.
Yeah.
About EY. Oh wow.
He is a work in progress, but yeah, Cario is our lead developer not lead developer, lead modeler. I almost messed that up. But this is a preview of what is going to be coming soon.
Oh wow.
In the future, should I say?
Sonic.EYX. This you guys are doing incredible work.
Character?
Yeah, sorry, whose favorite character?
Cario's.
Cario's. Oh, okay, yeah, that's all good. Sorry, Cario, so are you working on you have a role in Project Outcome, so I actually don't know. Do you currently do something in Project Outcome? Sorry, I kind of fell off track. Like, what's your role?
Yes. My role is to 3D model like any executioner and other survivors if needed, if some permissions are not given and whatnot.
Okay,
he also does make props. For example, the bumpers are not perfect. As you guys also, this answers another question. The game is decompiled. So what does that mean? I'd actually also keep this into what I'm trying to say for the maps as well. Decompiling is more, so I can clear this up. This leads more into saving a game, and you do not get anything on the server. So this is why it's a project, is because we're recreating what was on the server, so the game will be restored. And a lot of the maps, Cario recreates the props that I could not get, and also remakes some new ones.
Oh, okay. Big shout outs to Cario then, everybody, whoever's watching.
For example, the not perfect birds and bumpers and
Yeah.
some other models, and like the lamp poles or checkpoints he recreated.
Oh wow. Yeah, that is amazing, Kario, honestly. So out of everything that you've done so far, Kario, what was your favorite?
My most favorite was doing doing the not perfect props because I
The-
think like it really feels interesting. And another favorite, most favorite is EYX, of course. 'Cause, like,
Oh,
I wanted him to come to the game so badly. I was so dedicated to bringing him into the game.
that's perfect, honestly, because EYX is definitely a fan favorite also. Like I remember when I made my one video on talking about all the upcoming characters for Outcome Memories, like as in whoever was basically quote unquote confirmed or in the works. I made a whole video, right? And that video, I think it was like half an hour. I spoke about EYX and everything, and when I spoke about these characters, I realized how much people wanted EYX and like Lord X and Fleetway. Like these were the big three I was always hearing because I spoke about a lot of the survivors. I've spoke about No More Innocence, but then like so many of my comments would talk about those three: Fleetway, EYX, and Lord X. I'm like, oh wow. So, because I at first, because like EYX was always a character even I liked. I actually first saw for the game Sonic.ex, I first saw Markiplier's gameplay on that. And I was like, okay, this is really cool because for a while I was out of the EXE stuff for the longest time. I was out, right? And then when I saw Sonic.ex, I'm like, okay, this is really, really cool. And yeah, it's honestly it's cool. Like in present day now, it's really cool to see EYX getting that appreciation, because definitely 2011X will get that appreciation, but EYX is a character that is, in my opinion, probably one of the top three. But when it comes to the next questions, I actually want to ask a really interesting question. So, what is the one character that you all wanna, I suppose, say, the one character that will have the most moveset changes? Something that you feel should be changed like completely. We spoke about 2011 Colossus, but like any upcoming or anything that should really be changed from the original.
Since Tailstall is going to be getting a completely new moveset,
Yeah.
and it's not going to be the same as Tripwires, that is what we're mainly going to probably be worried about. Not really worried about, more of like concerned about. We need to make sure it's balanced and it doesn't make the same mistake as last time.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Because Tripwire, I don't have Tripwire actually. I haven't played Tripwire, but one thing's for sure is that Tripwire, like how we spoke about stages before, there's a lot of advantages and disadvantages. Tripwire, in my opinion, like correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Tripwire has one of the biggest advantages in Mystic Cave.
Yeah.
Because especially the end ring, you're like at a bridge and Tripwire goes through like 10 traps. And it's pretty tough to get through them, depending on the character.
Yeah. For the most part, I think what we will be doing for balancing for Tailsaw, I want to make them more of a rushdown, but also more of like how TD did it. They can fly on command instead of more of like flying. I also want to make it show so they stay on the ground more, but they're also very sneaky, if that makes sense. Like how they were, like Tripwire, but it's not going to be more of a trapper. It's going to be more of like tactical. You're still going to be doing high damage from a distance and from up close, but sneaky.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense because
I want to give them.
Sorry, go on.
I do want to give them a beam, but I also want to give them more of an ability that can cause area damage, but not like a trip mine, more of instant.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense because in my opinion, I feel like because like out of all the executioners, the one that interested me the least was Tripwire. So as Tails doll now, like I have full confidence. I know for a fact that you guys will make this character really cool. And honestly, I'm really excited. So out of all the stages that you guys are planning, what would you say? And like this is like if there's some hidden stage you don't need to talk about yet, that's all cool. But what was like the one stage that you feel like will be the biggest, you know?
On release, so it's the map I was talking about earlier. I can't say its name, but I will say it'll be bigger than Hill Gym and combined with Green Hill. But it'll have some mechanics to counter that out, and it will be balanced.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Sounds
It'll be
good.
something from the disaster is all I can say.
Oh, okay. I think I might have an idea actually. I forgot the name, but I might have an idea. It could be something similar to that. Speaking of the disaster, would you add more public stages? Like, as in, like, okay, we could talk about any stage. Like, let's just change it from a new stage to like a stage that's already a thing. An example being Green Hill, or not even Green Hill, the YCR. If you add the stuff like how Disaster had things that could attack you, as in like things that could hit you, like those chainsaw things at the ground. Would there be some? Pardon, go on.
Saw blades.
Yeah.
Well, considering we could do something for You Can't Run V2, which is in the works. I think saw blades could actually play a part, but we'd also want to experiment. I want to make things more explosive there, but also more of like a factory, like as it already is.
Actually, another. Sorry, go on.
No, you're fine.
Actually, another thing I was thinking of that would be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool if we had a stage like if you heard about that one story of how all of the characters in the Sonic, like, you know, all the characters for Sonic.exe, like how some of them, you know, how they got their end, how you had Cream running into the spikes. Would there be something like that where like there's actually a for real trap that could like hit you, or like if that's a plan that like that starts midway through the match, or when the ring opens, even
Maybe
trap starts?
Green Hill, you know those like, you know how in Sonic 06 they like pop out and it go in and out?
Yeah,
Just something similar to that.
something
It'd be
like
realistically
that.
possible.
Yeah, definitely, because you make it to the point where you're at a desperate state where the ring is about to open, and then next thing you know, traps could open, and it's going to be really, really tough then. Where it's like you have to understand, like, how do I get out? How do I not get hit by a trap? And how do I stay away from the executioner? And if you have an executioner that will like really pressure you, if you have Colossus, he can just throw you right into it, right? So you have to be like careful of everything.
So for the most part, as for the traps, I will say the new map does have something that explains almost how you explained it.
Yeah.
But it's mid-match.
Oh, mid-match. Okay, that sounds good.
It's an event.
An event. Okay, that does sound interesting, honestly. So, based on the stages, I am pretty sure that we will get a lot more stages than the original game. As in, what do you think? You think half of the stages could be new stages, or because as example, the new version on Green Hill, right? That would be pretty different compared to the original, or how would it work?
It will be an expansion, but it will definitely fix the issues the other one had.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense because I've seen some photos, and from what I've seen, it looks very different compared to the original. Definitely, I don't know if it's the lighting or anything, but it definitely does look different. So when it comes to No More Innocence, what could you say for the progress currently?
His shapeshift is definitely still a work in progress, but it is, if I had to guess, 30% out of the 100 on him. Considering he has two more moves, one being a range, but also close range attack and also used to immobilize survivors.
Yeah.
The other one is transforming, and I think what I'm going to fill in is probably an indicator, but I want to give it a more of like a buff to him. I'll see what I can do, but I think I also want to make it because if I remember correctly, he can put TBs down, so I'll see what I can do with that.
Yeah, makes sense. So, No More Innocence will stay true to the original gameplay where when the copy ability happens, you could see based on the head turning, like if that's No More Innocence or not.
So 360 turn, it is implemented on your client side, but it'll definitely be there because that will be a way to differentiate who is real and who is not.
Yeah.
But it won't be as noticeable. It'll still definitely be a trick to figure it out.
That's definitely interesting because when I originally did hear it, it was like it's kind of like pretty easy to differentiate then if that's the case. But I don't know if it was No More Innocence. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was some character like I spoke about in that video. A character that has something to do with some boxes. Like some boxes get spawned or something.
Yeah.
Was that No More Innocence?
Yes. He also, like, they're like TVs, and he will be able to teleport to them. And I also want to make it to where they can mark survivors near them. I don't know if it did that originally, but if it did, then it'll definitely be added. But if it didn't, I do want to keep like one little change to that because, again, I want to make sure it's balanced.
Yeah, makes sense because based on everything I've been hearing for like No More Innocence's original game moveset and like everything that's included, it's like very complex just for like a few minute match. So there would have to be some way, right? And
there's definitely going to have to be a way to balance it.
Yeah, exactly. It's too much. It's too much for one game, right?
Yeah.
And so this is just a personal question from me, Werehog DX. That are you planning to add Sonic the Werehog as alternate costume for Sonic again?
He does have it currently. Actually, it is in the shop and it is usable right now. As I was completing it. Yes, it will definitely be staying, but it'll also not be exclusive because there would be no way to actually get it because it was an outcome in the past.
Yeah, exactly. So, based on from my understanding, it's the same from the original game, right? Like all the cosmetics and everything, so nothing would change from that end, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So, what would be the plan for adding the Romeo cosmetics? Would you guys add them, or how would that work?
We do, if I am correct, we do have permission, as one of our modelers was able to get it.
Oh, really?
And it'll definitely most likely be in the game. If without permission, like if we ever in the future, we will see what we can do to replace it, and we'll see.
Yeah, makes sense because I know for a fact that everybody watching, and of course big fans for Outcome Memories, they want a complete experience of like what was supposed to be the game, right? That's what they mainly want. And definitely I do have a complete full confidence that that's what you guys will be delivering in the game. And honestly, it's really cool. Like, another question that I did want to ask is, are you guys going to be implementing more story related stuff for Outcome Memories? As example, the Red Void
Gallery will definitely have something, and also Cario is actually writing lore.
Oh really? Yes. Okay, that's cool, Cario.
Posters,
assistance. I have a lot of assistance too. This is my take. So not everything's official, but some things are official, some are not. Just know that.
Okay. So
and those posters that you saw, by the way, I should probably actually, before I get off track, I do need to also state, because this is also part of something. The gallery will have a use, and those are probably what's going to be going in it.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Because the gallery wasn't usable before. But from my understanding, Kario, what would be your plan for the storytelling? For like the lore?
Well, it will. Some things will stay the same, but they'll be retreat from like the original outcome lore, even though we didn't really got much info about it, on what it is and whatnot. Some things are the same, but some things are different.
Oh, okay. So it would stay original to the original outcome memories, right?
Yes, but I added a few more special lore to like certain characters, like certain cosmetic-wise characters.
Yeah.
That being if you saw the first poster sneak peek, that being the outcome trio.
Yeah. So what would it be like? How we're gonna have the personalized like the solo windscreens? Where would that take place? Would it take place in the red void, or would it just be like nowhere, like just a random void?
Wait, sorry. I was responding to something. It was a
Yeah.
little... All right. Could you repeat that?
Yeah. Sorry, my question was when it comes to the solo windscreens, would it take place at like the stage that you played in, or the red void, or just some random void or something?
I could probably make it a single screen, although it would be a little harder. But I can add something to where like each map has its like own little area where the windscreen can happen. So like it'll be
Yeah.
on the same map. Like everyone, like during gameplay, it's in the same area as the map,
Yeah.
but it's like you stand on that area.
Yeah, makes sense. Because from sorry, go on.
So I was just saying, because I hit the javelin.
Oh yeah. So what was I saying? Oh, I got a little of this. So based on the Mel Sonic one I've seen, like how I said, it really looks like you guys are heavily pushing on the WIP, the fan loved solo wins. So would it be like a whole cool thing where it's like with the whole ring and everything? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've seen the ring in that video.
I think the ring will, when it does the close animation, I might make it do that.
That's definitely a good idea. Yeah, the closing animation, that should happen in the back, and definitely because this is as a fan, I would definitely say this is the outcome memories that everybody wanted. Not to sound corny, but this is the right outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So honestly, I'm sorry, go on.
We're mainly going to be staying true to 0.3. Actually, there is another thing I think I've already said it in the general chat. Metal Sonic is going to be receiving a new moveset, and actually all survivors will probably be getting a third ability. Right now, planned, I've actually discussed this a little bit, and Metal will be getting grapple as planned, but also Igmate will be getting his turret. And I also have decided you can place the energy shield on the turret to supercharge it and give it protection.
Oh, okay. That sounds really interesting, honestly. And Metal with the grapple, what would the cap be, to balance it out? What would you think the cap should be?
Of course, it'll have range and gravity, but if it hits a wall, you can, of course, grapple yourself in. And as for the other method of using it, it'll be able to grab onto the EXD, and as the disaster did, it'll pull them towards you, and you will stun them. But you will also be able to get them off the edge.
Yeah, makes sense. Another question would be, what would the situation with Omega be? Because Omega is supposed to be the biggest tank in the game and the moveset that we see in the wiki. So what would the changes in Omega be?
He will most likely receive 2 abilities on the start that are resembled to what the wiki has from what I've seen. First being Gatling gun, or actually, I'm pretty sure it was called I have it in the file. Gotta go to it. E123 Omega. Sorry, since I keep my abilities. Bullet Rain. So he has two versions of things. So first being he can get a Gatling gun, of course, and shoot the EXE. The second being he can shoot the ground and use it as a jetpack in a way.
Oh, okay, interesting. So sorry, go on.
His second ability that I've decided to be as an original one is called Brute Dash. He will be able to charge into the EXE and cause a quick time event, preventing, like for example, Colossus or 2011. He'll charge into them, prevent them from, of course, charging forward. He'll clash into them, causing like an OVA type of event.
Yeah, makes sense. That's honestly really cool. It's something that's gonna be really interactive in the game. So based on the icon that we've seen for Omega that you have shown, so Omega is going to be a character that will have customization options, but will be in private servers only or even public.
As for now, yes, private. In the future, I definitely want to bring them public, as long as the other ones, Rouge and Shadow.
Yeah, and also speaking of Rouge, so the moveset of Rouge would remain the same as before? Like, would we have the grapple and everything as before?
For Rouge, yes. I also want to give them sensors if they didn't already have it.
Okay, yeah.
And also, I want to give them a passive for gliding, like Knuckles.
Okay, makes sense. So the current time, we're about, I think, almost an hour in, everybody. Didn't really notice the time. But another big question, and this would probably be the final big question for you all. And this is a question that everybody wants to know. What would the release window be for Project Outcome?
Realistically, as the round system is almost functional and some movesets are work in progress, but they're somewhat working, I'd say realistically, if I had to put an exact date or time frame, I'd say at most October to November of 2025, or no, 2026. My bad, I forget.
Yep. 2026. Yeah, hard to get the new year. Yeah, October to November sounds good, everybody. Honestly, because just to be sure of another thing, what would be the situation of early plays, as in early play tests or private servers or anything like an early access?
That I do want to do a play test, like as an original OM did, but like in the past, like a long time ago. I would do that for June or July, but it'll definitely be buggy, and that's why I do want to. I'm a little bit worried, but I'm also not, because I can just state it's very buggy and it's unfinished. And if you want to play like a stable version, you can play an actual one.
Yeah, makes sense. Because definitely in the future we should make the plan. You know, whenever you guys get a good playtest build ready, we could either stream or record the playtest and see everything that the current progress. What needs to be improved and everything, and you know, we could really do that in the future whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah,
honestly,
I think currently I want to do a public playtest, but then again, for content creators, maybe like a week earlier I'll probably do it, because I did discuss I do want to do something with content creators in the future, give them more access to things.
Yeah, definitely, because I will be ready whenever you guys want to do anything. I will be ready, definitely, and I know Array watching, they do want to see this game. I have gotten comments that when is Project Outcome coming? When will we get some sort of gameplay or something, right? And it's something that everybody is waiting for, and definitely no rush. You know, the pace that you guys are going in, you guys are doing a lot of hard work, and everything's just been really good recently. and no rush. Just keep at the pace, whatever keeps it perfect, whatever keeps it close to the vision. And honestly, you guys are doing amazing work. Honestly.
Yeah, and I will definitely continue to work every day. To be fair, I've like worked at least 5 hours on the game every day, just because I want to make sure I get most of it done. But sometimes
Yeah.
I split my time, but I'm just making sure everything will be as accurate and as more faithful to the original.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, a bonus question. I probably should have asked this in the beginning. Bonus question. So,
Alright.
is most of the game's code from the original, like as in the base gameplay? Is it from the original, or how is the game's code working?
So the game's code as of right now is definitely so the client and here actually this is actually a lesson I can probably teach too. There's two differences between decompiling. One, you do not get anything on the server. So anything that, like for example, how we're playing the round right now, that you do not get.
Yeah,
It's lifeless. If I could put it lightly, it's a lifeless version of the game,
yeah,
and you just build things from the ground up. But from what you see on the client, you basically assume what the server calls.
yeah. So you're
So
basically
right now the game's
Yeah.
code is partially stolen on the client, but it is not planned to stay that way. As a developer, I can probably say this for the most part for anyone trying to recreate OM. The game's code is very buggy and very messy. Not even
Yeah.
from the decompiler, it's just very unorganized. Therefore, it'll definitely with the recode, with my I guess my own touch on it, it'll definitely feel less buggy and more clean and more smooth. As right now,
Yeah.
the game's FPS does not drop as much.
Yeah. That definitely makes sense because I have heard do you know what was one big common issue? I heard that I forgot from who, but I have heard that the big issue for outcome memories is there's a lot of magic numbers in the code. As in like, just a lot of random codes that don't do anything but like they cause, as example, Tails glide delay or something like that, any move delay.
Yeah.
Or like I heard that's a common issue in the game. But
A lot of the thing is it's mostly there's a lot of modules in the client called Smartbone, but they interact with the server in a way. And the thing is, it's more of a way to communicate with the server. And the thing is, it's not there, the server, as of the moment. So a lot of things are missing. But I do notice looking at it that some things are very unnecessary. For example, the lyric system.
yeah.
When that was scrapped because the Amy's LMS is now gone, it doesn't seem to serve a purpose, as there's now subtitles that are stored in the GUI called rounds or round.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's not really a purpose
sorry, go
for
on.
some things to be there.
Yeah. There's a lot that I've heard from other users that it is a lot of things that are in the original game, and that causes, of course, a big mess, right? And I'm really happy to see as yet again as a fan, I'm really happy to see how all of you guys are cleaning up this and just fixing it, because not only are we getting like a big expansion and like a basically, I guess how you're supposed to say a recompiled version of it. I don't know how to say it, but not only are
Decompiled and rescripted, if that makes sense.
re-scripted, yeah, that's
basically recoded. Basically recoded.
recoded, yes.
Same
'Cause-
does the same thing. Different code.
Yeah, because as example, if you have you're playing a match with the base characters that are in the base outcome memories and everything, you're just playing like how the original outcome memories is. There's gonna be definitely a big difference between Project Outcome and Outcome Memories, where the bugs and just a lot of the unnecessary stuff that would happen in the original game that was like bugs and glitches, those would not be in Project Outcome. And because I have heard that most of the issue is in the code, of a lot of things are just a mess, and as you confirm, right? So definitely there's a lot of work and there's a lot of talent being put into this game. And as a creator, I will stay up to date regularly. I will create videos on Project Outcome. I will as my channel already is, as everybody knows, I talk about outcome memories. I talk about whatever recreations, whatever similar .exe games. Blaze, are you AFK? Oh, but yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I was looking at math.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. But yeah. So it's a thing in my channel where I talk about all these recreations, just in general, a lot of these very similar Sonic.exe games. And out of all of them, I have like a handful that are my favorite, and I'll definitely say that Project Outcome is one of them, honestly. And of course, I've had talks with a lot of the creators and devs for these games, including you guys for Project Outcome. And I want to say as clearly as possible, I'm definitely like there are two of these games that I'm really attached to currently, and Project Outcome's one of them, honestly. And I'm just happy to see that you have a group of talented people making a community happy. And honestly,
Yeah, and if you also
yeah,
have any more questions, always in the future, I am always free to usually ask. Sometimes I might not be, but it really just depends. But yeah, if you do ever need any things, I am there for you. To answer.
that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Snipe TDR. Thanks so much, Cario, for your time. It was fun. Definitely, it was really fun. And next time, depending, I just want everybody to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below what they think. And if anybody wants a part 2 to our Q&A talk or anything, then please let us know down below in the comments. Definitely, I do have a lot of plans in the future for Project Outcome. As a creator, I have a lot of plans, and definitely the warm welcome is highly appreciated. Okay, guys, please like, share, and subscribe yet again. And until next time, everybody, see y'all.
And this is TDR over and out, and I will continue to be providing updates to content creators just like this. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Discord. I usually will answer. It depends if I'm busy. Thank you for this Q&A.
And I like to say thank you, and I wish you many blessings to everyone in this community. Thank you for watching.